What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are staying up to date with the videos, you guys will see that the last video I made, I said the next mod will be a brake color change. So today we're gonna be going ahead and doing that. I got this brake color company that I've kept my eye on for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger. Ain't gonna lie, this has been sitting in my house for damn near like 3 months. Like I said, I just buy parts and don't do nothing to the car. Now is the day I'm finally gonna try to start. I say try because I might have something going. I might try to start on one, maybe not on all of them, or maybe one side and not the other. I'll probably just do the driver's side today, but I know I gotta take my wheels off and like deep clean them brake calipers because I had a blown tie rod and like all that grease went everywhere and it's a mess. But this is G2. I don't know if you guys have heard this. They got so many colors. You guys can see all their colorways, but the color I opted for is the neon green. It's actually called lime, but they got Hawkins blue, midnight blue, pink, orange, gold, white, green, purple, black, silver, blue, yellow, and red. Those are just the colors on the box. I don't know if they have any more colors on their website, but it's an epoxy-based 2-part system. It says it does not require caliper removal, a high gloss finish, seals and protects, oil and chemical resistant, never fade. Brembos right now are fading. The stock color red, it's all faded, clear is peeling off. The stickers are straight. I did go ahead and pick up some different stickers. So we're going lime on black Brembo stickers. I got these stickers on eBay for like $8, and they came with all of these, and they have different colors. And I think you can message the seller and pick what color you wanted. Here's the paint we're gonna be using. There's a little color sample. It's just gonna go so tough on white. So I don't know if this is gonna be for all 4. I might have to buy another kit because this is only 4 ounces. I ain't gonna lie. We might use a decent amount on one because I don't want no little blank spots, patches, and none of that. I want it to look like it's powder coated. And it also says custom color match kits available. So yeah, there are more colors than what's on this box. It says it's heat resistant up to 980 degrees Fahrenheit. It comes with this. It says a brush application. So I'm assuming there's like gloves, a brush, and I want to say there's a stir in here too, like to stir the paint up. It has all the instructions on the box. It also comes with brake cleaner, so you don't have to run to the parts store. Go ahead and flip this camera so you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can pause it and try to use this QR code. Just look up G2USA.com, and then there's their IG and shit. You'll find it all on the website. I didn't really go into detail with the camera on the little tripod. I got it on my hands now. So you got brake cleaner, you got the paint itself, and you got my Brembo stickers. And here's a detailed look at the box. I got kids, so ignore my desk because I got a lot of stuff going on. Just wanted to open this up and see what's all in here because I honestly don't know what's in here. It's the first time I really touched this package in a while. I'm just gonna rip it out, fuck it. So we got a little glass reactor, brake caliper paint system reactor. This is a glass bottle too, so. Gloves, like I said, we got brushes, 3 brushes, instructions, and we got some stickers. This reactor shit just threw me off, ain't gonna lie. Got my baby right here. Watch the previous video, you guys will know what's going on. But we're gonna move it out the garage just a little bit. I think I'm gonna do the front driver cold start for the day. Should be good. Like I said, we gotta jack it up, take the wheel off, prep it, clean it, and then we'll get to work. We go lime green on everything. Guys, I just took the wheel off. You see how crusty this is? The clear coat is all peeled off. You guys can see the before and after of the clear and no clear. Looking real crusty, but we gotta clean up all this with either brake cleaner or grab the pressure washer because you guys see tie rods got replaced and there's grease all over this. But I just want to make sure the paint sticks properly and it turns out good, obviously. Like all them cracks and crevices, there's like gunk built up. All right, y'all, I sprayed some chemicals on there, let it sit a little bit. Now I'm just brushing everything off, getting it real clean. I got a little smaller detail brush, but this is a little bit more rougher than the one I got back there. So just gonna use this for right now, and then like the tougher spots, I'll grab the smaller brush. But I'm just trying to make sure I get everything straight and clean. This is just a little pre-scrub. I'm gonna go more into detail when I bring out the pressure washer. Right now, this is just doing shit, to be honest. But I think that's it. You guys see, this was white before I started scrubbing. Got everything cleaned off the most I could. All these are like scratches, I guess, from people who put wheels and stuff on. I got that thing looking as best as I could. I didn't really go too much into these cracks. I actually might go back and hit that again. Yeah, the back of it was looking really bad. Now you can see red again because it was just straight grease. You can see it looked like that. I got the majority of it off, even went into detail on the other stuff. A little piece. Now I see I'm missing some spots, but it's straight. I'm not painting none of that. But the back of this junk look brand new, I ain't gonna lie. If you know, you know. Ego, best electric blower on the market. Got an air dry. I'm about to find some sandpaper, scuff it up the best I can with my hands. Got everything sanded the best I could. About to give it a little rinse down. I read the instructions and you got to pour the whole reactor glass bottle into the paint and stir it up. But the problem with that is the can is only good for like a day or so. So I'm not gonna be able to knock out all these today. So I just went ahead and put everything back on that front tire. I think all I'm gonna do today is just sand and clean, like deep clean a little bit. That way I don't have to do too much cleaning the next time I have time to do this, because you have to let it dry for like 2 hours and then like 4 hours you gotta wait to put the wheels back on, and then you got to let the car sit for 24 hours at least for it to cure and not damage anything. I've been watching videos and some people said they waited like 16 hours or 18 hours and it didn't affect anything, but I'm gonna have less hours than that if I do these today. So I'm just gonna not even bother painting. The next time, like I said, I come back around, all I have to do is like a little light cleaning and then I can just start painting on all fours. Probably like 2 weeks later since the last clip, I actually kind of explained that a little bit wrong. So we're gonna apply this reactor into this can and stir it. I think it said wait 5 minutes or stir it again in 5 minutes. It says let the mixture react for 5 minutes and then stir it. It says apply it to the caliper, 1 coat. It might bubble a little bit. You don't want to cover it all, and then wait 15 minutes before applying the second coat. It says the paint requires 2 hours of curing time before reinstalling the wheels. I think I told y'all 4 hours in the last clip. So it's 2 hours each wheel to wait to put back on. Do not use for 24 hours to let the paint fully harden. So I'm not gonna let it sit for 24 hours because I got shit to do, but it's gonna sit probably for like 14, 15. Barely any paint. It's like probably like right down here. Pour it all in there, I guess. Stir it up. We can come back in 5 minutes. We'll restir again for a little bit. 5 minutes has passed. We already stirred everything up. I got the car on jack stands right now. The wheels are still on there. I gotta clean up the calipers again. I do have to get that blue masking tape and mask off little shit. We're gonna do the passenger side first. This is all I have masked off. All this is gonna take too much, so I just didn't even bother with that. So we're gonna go light coats. There's how the first coat looks. I just wanted to get it on there. Second coat, we're gonna take our time and make it a little bit thicker and get rid of that red all the way to the bottom. And majority of what you can see. If you go further back, I didn't paint it all because none of that's being visible because that's barely any paint, I don't think. I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes and we'll come back. This is how we're looking. Didn't come out perfect, but it is way better than rattle can paint. It's really thick. It's not really smooth. I guess that's the brush I used or that they provided, but I let it sit probably for around 14 or so hours. This side's worse. This side I started on first, so I kind of learned on this side and I ended up painting these. It's too hard to go around. Next up is the Brembos stickers. You want to have it facing towards this, I want to say. Let me do some research because I honestly don't remember. It goes like this. It's really a personal preference, but I just wanted it kind of OEM. These are high temp stickers, so they will last. I was kind of nervous about doing this part and it ripping off the paint, but it's coming off just fine. Got the rears off, got it all jacked up. Rear should be easier, but here's what the wheel looks like on the car with the calipers. It's a little bit smaller and kind of less stuff to worry about that's in the way. But we're gonna go ahead and wash these off might try to sand this again, give it a good cleaning, and then start painting. The rears came out way worse because I guess the paint went bad overnight and it's like real stringy. But I just went ahead and finished it because I didn't want to brought green up front and then red in the back. So it's kind of really shitty. I don't know if I'll buy another can and redo it and try to smoothen it out, or just leave it as is. We'll see how it looks with the wheels. I'm not sure if I want to put the Brembos stickers on. I probably will actually, because I want to say there's like a lot of the small ones for the rear. And I was right, there's 4 small ones. So we're gonna put these on when the paint cures a little bit longer. I really don't remember where I left off, but here is the final product with the rear and the fronts and all the Brembo stickers on it. I think this driver side, the stickers look crooked. You guys can't tell, but you probably couldn't tell if I didn't point it out and say anything in this video, but there's the finished product. My hood is getting so much worse than when I first bought it. I didn't even peep all this when I first bought the car, but it's getting a little worse right here in those corners. So I don't know, I might repaint the hood or just get a whole different hood, like a Edema hood or something. So far they're holding up, look exactly the same as when I painted it. I might get another can and do the back side, because when you're working on the car and you're under it, it actually looks really raggedy. I think the caliper video was kind of short, so I'm gonna go ahead and extend it a little bit. Like 3 months ago, I ordered a black SRT RGB airbag, and it didn't fit. It ended up being for like a Challenger or Charger or something. So I ordered a new one back in July. We're now in like October. So this thing took 3 months to come in. It should have came in way quicker. It took a month to make, but it got lost in transit and they had to remake it, and he already had a lot of other orders. But anyways, it's finally freaking here. So we got to take off all this again. I want to say I'm gonna disconnect the battery again. For some reason my airbag light has been on ever since I put this back on, so I need to see if a wire is loose or if I just mess something up and have to reprogram it and try to figure out where these 2 wires go. I want to say I know, but I don't want to just go ahead and splice into some wires and I know 100%. I might end up texting the dude who made this. I got this from Destroyed Customs, I think it is, and it also came with an air freshener. That's what I be doing, putting belt to ass, getting that money on. Y'all gotta go ahead and watch the video from 3 months ago, because I do not feel like doing camera angles to take this wheel back off. It's real simple though. Airbag off, the OEM one. It seems to be that these 2 weren't properly in place. Like both these orange tabs are already out, so I think that's what caused my airbag light. Now I gotta take off this OEM airbag, the actual airbag, not the cover. This was a pain in the ass to take off. Remember in the last video there was like stickers holding more tabs, so be sure to take that sticker off. And then I want to say you tap into this black and white wire, and I'm trying to, damn, he gonna have this black and red wire, or the white and red wire and another wire. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to do some research and find out exactly which one before I just start cutting into all these wires. We just twist them together and either heat shrink or just use electrical tape. I think one of my homeboys has my spicers still, so damn. Trey, if you watching this, bro, give me my shit back, bro. It's a new day. I ended up giving up yesterday because the video I watched on how to install these or how to really wire it, everybody in the comments was saying it doesn't turn on when the car turns on and it doesn't turn off when the car turns off. That just didn't seem right to me, but in a way it kind of makes sense, because who wants to be driving around with this all the time when the car is on in the daytime? It does, but it don't. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do it just so I can have this installed and on, and I don't go to no car meet looking like this. The red wire goes to this last pin. It's white and red. I'm gonna splice into it up here and then electrical tape it, and then the negative black wire goes to the horn, this black wire right here. I'm gonna show you guys the process when I get it spliced, and then also when I'm done with it too, show you guys what it looks like. And then I got to figure out what the app is called and download it so I can show you. Peeled a little of this back. This is from the airbag. It's really short when it comes in the mail. Let me see if this is in frame. It's really short when it comes in the mail, so I peeled a little bit of it back. So I guess I can show you guys how I did it. I'll peel a lot off actually. Like that. This is how the horn negative wire went, and I just spliced up this one and twisted the airbag wire around. I'm gonna electrical tape this one back up and plug it back in. I want to say down in the future, I'm not gonna say next model, but down in the future I'm gonna get a red steering wheel to match this. It's gonna be red right here where it's all textured, and then all this, the top and the bottom, is gonna be carbon fiber, and it'll flow so much better. I'm still debating on if I want the LED one or not, because I just feel like it's too much going on with like the starlights. I'm debating on if I want to get the little door trims for the dash and all that shit for lights. As you guys can see, she's all lit up. The app is called Symphony Light. You should connect it through Bluetooth and it should work. Here's what the final product looks like. Everything's taped back up. I might have to zip tie, get rid of all that extra slack. Try not to pinch anything when I push it back in and get it locked all in place. I'm gonna make sure I lock it this time so that airbag light goes away. Yeah, that's a wrap right here. I'm trying to see if this shit stink. If it's done right, but I think it is. Like I said, it'll look better once I get my new steering wheel, my carbon fiber wheel, but that's how she'll sit essentially. Once I get it all tidied away and pushed back in, I'll show you guys again without no wires or nothing showing. I'm gonna have to take everything that I had twisted up and tape apart because I gotta feed this big thing right here in the wire through this hole, because if not, I'm gonna pinch it when I put this airbag back on. So be sure to do that before you start splicing and twisting and taping. So it ain't that hole you route it through because it won't fit because of the little board. So I had to cut the zip tie that was holding this harness, and I'm attempting to feed it through without damaging the board. It's going. There it is right here. It's easier, way easier to do this before you snap this airbag back into place, to be real. But I didn't know, like I said, I ain't been really watching no videos. There ain't no videos on YouTube that really show you how to install it like step by step. So I'm trying to do my best this video because I know I kind of half-assed it maybe in the last video as well. But there's that. Now we got to do everything back over again and we can finally finish up this install. I put the zip tie back where it was and I added another one right here. Once I twist these back together up here, I'm gonna try to zip tie some other stuff in here to make it a little bit neat. There's how I have it zip tied. Hopefully that little white board thing don't get hot. I won't have it on for a long period of time, probably just like at normal cruises or something. I'm gonna snap this back into place. Got everything put back. Everything's working, functional. Here's what it looks like compared to the OEM red. One work still. I forgot I didn't really showcase it at night because it looks different at night, obviously. So I'm about to cold start for the boys and put it in the garage, close the garage door, show you guys what it looks like at night, and then I'll edit it from there. But this door a little bit. Cold start. All right, I'll see you guys when I get in the garage. I got the light on right now. I'm about to turn it off. Here's what it looks like at night. There's so many modes that you can use in different colorways. I just can't cycle through them because I'm recording on my iPhone and I don't have another phone or camera to record on. If you guys are curious on the other modes, I can make another video when I have a homie over or something like that. Here's another mode, but I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. But thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys next time.